Hello, random stranger. I hope you're going well, that life hasn't been too crazy for you. For me, it's just been absolute chaos, like work wise, but I've pushed through and I really, really wanted to make time for this because today we're starting another anime series, one which I will be reacting to alongside Kaon. This time, though, a journey deep into the depths of the abyss, whatever that might be. But judging by just purely by the promo illustration that I looked up, it actually kind of looks pretty colorful and inviting. Remember, there are timestamps down below if you just want to skip the predictions/analysis parts. So, why Made in Abyss? Really, because it kept coming up in the comments, particularly from the Land of the Lustrous crew, and then those comments just kept getting upvoted. So I do look to you guys for guidance as to which animes to watch, particularly because there are just so many out there. It was just a more efficient and great way to really get to the ones that are really, really good. Having said that, I don't just go by popularity. So say you have like a less well-known but nonetheless fascinating anime recommendation, do let me know down in the comments and I will give it my full consideration. All right, so predictions for Made in Abyss. Based purely on one word in the title, Abyss, there were two literary references that just immediately popped into my head, and I just wonder if the anime draws on either of them in any capacity. The first is Dante's Inferno, the 14th century poem that describes in very graphic detail the 9 circles of hell, each more grotesque than the last, and is like still the pinnacle literary fractal mirror through which to interrogate questions of evil and justice and the immortality of the soul. And of course, why did I think of this first? Because abyss is so often the other word that people use to describe hell. So if Made in Abyss does draw from Dante's Inferno, that would be fascinating source material, particularly considering how the tone of the promo photo doesn't really look that dark. However, I do have to say that the hole that you see, which I assume is the abyss, looks very, very similar to some old illustrations that I've seen of Dante's Inferno. The second potential reference that I thought of is Jules Verne's Journey to the Center of the Earth, which I haven't read in such a long time, but that does generally deal with questions of survival and sort of the classic tensions between science and faith. So again, if there are any connections between Made in Abyss and those references, I'm very much looking forward to the kinds of discussions we could get into afterwards. In any case, the short synopsis of this show already tugs on a lot of my fantasy genre heartstrings, so I'm definitely excited to see where this journey takes us. Alright, this is a time-synced reaction, so if you've got your own copy of the show, let's do this in 3, 2, 1, play. Nat and Rico. Are those the two kids that were in the photo? Red whistles. So is that some kind of ranking system? And they hunt for stuff? They're cute. Wow, already there's just a lot of world building stuff. The truth of the abyss. That sounds very Dante's Inferno punishment type thing. Oh, wow. It's like a big mining operation of some sort. Beaks. Someone asked me if I take notes, and yeah, I take notes. Just so much, especially I feel for this one already. There's just so much information. Okay, so I wonder what they mine. Leader. Is that like a rank or is that an actual person's name? Okay, again, I'm getting a sense that this is a very hierarchical society. Maybe you're valued based on the things that you mine. Oh, is that a skeleton of a former miner? So it's a very dangerous job, but they look so young, like kids. A dragon? Or a hammerbeak? What? Oh no. Oh my goodness, is that blood? I mean, it looked like strawberry jam blood, but still. Oh, that's the red whistle. It's for safety then. How is she not dead? Is this girl human? Okay, she's injured. Where are your grappling hooks, girl? It's kind of, it's like a floating sea eel, but except air. Who did that? Oh, I just saw the spurt of blood. Okay, I suspect that this anime looks like it's made for kids, but it's super not. We're just getting started with the gruesomeness of it all. Oh, wow. Maybe. Someone with a huge, powerful laser. Oh, he's got. It's very interesting. There's like two streaks down his cheeks. It looks very like squishy, like fleshy. It's not human. Oh, this is not whoever was with her, someone else. love a mystery. This is it's actually really beautiful. Like the depths of the abyss. Wow, this is the opening? In English as well. Oh, that's not. It's very ethereal. It's interesting. Hmm. Is that leader? Oh, it's just a very interesting choice of opening. I think this is probably the most chill but mysterious kind of OP that I've encountered so far. Very much suited to an epic. Oh, wow. So they all live just at the mouth of the abyss? Whoa, what a city, that design. It reminds me of those sort of white cities that are settled into like the rock cliffs in Italy, like along the Amalfi Coast. Except this is obviously way more intense. Wow, that was a great shot. Okay, so they're adults, but all of the miners look like they're kids. Also, they've made whoever this adult is look very evil, like Maleficent kind of evil. Cute baby, miner in making. A cute, devious baby. He's helping distract her, right? Oh wow. Oh, these buildings are so interesting. Okay, I've got wind power. I would have loved a classroom like that. Okay, but you can't. What if you need to go in a bathroom break? It'd be so awkward to climb down that ladder if you're on the top. Oh my goodness, they're all orphans. Relics. So that's what they're mining, these relics. Rico. Oh my goodness. Okay, this orphanage is straight out of like, it's not even Charles Dickinson, it's worse. Crimson split jaw. How did the saver get saved? Okay, so the robot boy maybe saved her. Even at 100 meters. Oh, that's leader. And his whistle is purple. Oh no, is this another lost your mum story and they need to find out what the truth is? Why they never came back up again? And okay, so just based on that conversation, the color of your whistle determines how low you can go into the abyss. That's an interesting sort of way to rank it. They fixed it. Oh my, are they operating on him? At least he's a robot, so they can't really potentially do that much damage. It was just shut down. Okay, I take that back. Look, the end result is the same. He's alive. He literally just clamped two things on his ears. Shocked him back to life. Oh, it was a snake. It wasn't an eel. Same. Belchero Orphanage. Yeah, I think I'd ask that as well. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Okay, this is giving me a kind of a very medieval sort of society that just happens to have access to mining equipment. Modern mining equipment. Oh, if he doesn't know he's a robot, don't tell him he's a robot. What is he? Short-circuited. Oh, yeah. Clearly they are the troublemaking group. Ugh, stubbing your toes is the worst. He looks like a kind kind of person though. Like he's looking out for them. Maybe a little bit strict. Smart. Because it's not mining, it's cave raiding. His extendable arms. That'll come in handy going down into the abyss. Okay, so there appears to be some kind of severe memory loss. Good question. Guess it's half human, half robot. He learned very quickly having just discovered that he had an extendable arm. And she's named him as well. Okay, at least he likes it. I was like, consent, ask for consent. Sarika just snaps her fingers and then Reg will come running. I feel like that's the dynamic they're setting up. Oh yes, someone did tell me that the soundtrack was written by an Aussie. Um this is I love how they're using this vocal and just a simple like piano line in the back. Oh. Oh my goodness. That's the abyss. So they live around on the top. Maybe he's not he's from in the abyss because she did find him in there. Yeah. And didn't you say her mum went down to the bottom? So maybe it's all connected, like they want to find where he comes from. And in doing so they'll find what happened to Rico's mum. Okay, it's on lore. 1,000 meters. 1,000 known meters, and then below that, no one's ever been. Oh, wow. Here we go. Or not. Whoa, that totally sucked me in. I mean, yeah, like literally, but also intellectually. It's a very interesting premise. Okay, maybe there's a post-credit scene, as it is often with these things. Okay, this is more the kind of anime opening type song that I'm used to. Uh, although music wise, I love how they used like the very calming but also very mysterious slash epic kind of tracks to set up the world. That was great. Wow, I'm so glad I started this one. Thank you guys for recommending it. Although I was gonna say, okay, so I've only this will be my fourth one that I'm reacting to, and already 50% hit. 50% of them have had that storyline of losing a mum to some mysterious place, and I think that's gonna be an emotional killer. Oh wow. Oh, hang on, is this next episode? Stop. Okay. Okay. All right. First impressions of Made in Abyss. I get it. I know, well, I can understand why people like it so much. In just this first episode, I think they set up the world really well, including the reason for why Orth, that amazing looking city, was settled. And we get just enough information about the Abyss to understand why adventure seekers continue to be drawn to it in hopes of striking it lucky, but also a sense of just how much people still don't know about it. So the abyss is 1,000 meters across in diameter, not down, which is what I think I said, because I didn't quite catch it 100%. And yeah, I was thinking, oh, that's not that deep. So anyway, it's very, very deep. There's an entire ranking system for cave raiders, which is what they're called, and that's shown by the color of their whistles. And I find that system very interesting, although more so because of the fact that it looks like cave raiders start their training at a very young age. Or I don't know, there's some kind of child labor or child exploitation going on. That's why it was so fascinating to see where Rico and her friends were raised in, the orphanage, and I'm very disapproving of the fact that they get strung up naked for, I think it was like keeping a relic to themselves or something, not giving it up to the school. Legally, that would be a no-brainer. That is cruel and unusual punishment, but obviously in this society that's an accepted thing. It's also hinted at in this episode that all of their parents died, presumably from expeditions into the abyss. Now, I'm curious as to whether their parents were working for some conglomerate that then profits off their cave raiding, which is clearly a very dangerous and risky activity. And this conglomerate owns the kids as well after the parents die. And this orphanage is part of that whole system of labor, which is a very disturbing thought. I am excited and looking forward to finding out more about the several mysteries that have already presented themselves in this first episode, including, of course, preparing myself mentally and emotionally to endure whatever it is that they have in store for us in relation to Rico's mum. So again, thank you for bringing Made in Abyss to my attention. It is so different to K-On! And it's great knowing actually that there are some of you who are also watching this for the first time. So yeah, I think it's gonna be a really fun, thought-provoking journey. All right, until next episode, do take care of yourselves and I'll see you soon.